Hey, welcome to SEP. Matt here. I wanted to explain to you how we can add lists to a mini game, like the example that we have here. Basically, in my example, I'm going to have a list of different items that I can shoot out instead of this fireball donut as my only item. So, what I want to do is I basically want to create a list where my items are going to be. So in this case, what I've done is, let's start over from scratch here. I'm going to make a variable and I'm going to call it items, and that's the variable I'm going to use for the things that I shoot out, like the donut. Okay, so I've done that, and here it is. It's items. And in the beginning of the game, I want to set items to, and let's set it to an empty list. And that's how we do that. And that goes under green flag, so it just happens. Okay. Now, this is going to be like an inventory list of the items that I have. And what I'm going to do is when I first start the game, we're not going to be able to shoot anything out until we get the donut. I'm going to make another donut sprite to represent, getting the donut. It's not going to be the same sprite that I actually fire out, but watch how I do this. I make a new sprite. I go to costumes, and we're going to go to the donut costume. It should be under the letter D. C, and there it is, donut. Import. All right, now we've got our donut. Okay, so I go to scripts. When green flag clicked, let's show this item. The size we're going to set to 30%. And let's place it like right up here in the left corner of the screen. So I have to actually go get it, which would mean go to -100 and maybe 100. Okay. And then we'll put into a forever loop. If we're touching the player one, that means if I go and grab it, right? If touching player one, we will make it disappear. And we will just say, you have the power of donut. Press spacebar to fire a donut. And we'll say that for 3 seconds. And then what we'll do is we will add a thing to our list. And we'll use add donut to, what is the list? It's items, okay? That will add donut to our inventory of items, right? Now, back to player one where we put the set items to list. Now, if let me take this out here. This is the way it looked. If we press the space key, fire, broadcast fire. But now we're going to add this conditional. This is so in the beginning of the game, if we press space key but we haven't grabbed the donut yet, we don't get the power of donut until we grab donut. So if our items contains donut, then and only then can we broadcast the actual fire message. So now let's try this out and see what happens. Game start, 3-second pause, and then here's my game. Whoop, and I'm running around, I'm pressing spacebar, and I can't fire anything at this ghost. But if I touch the donut, now let's see. Now I can fire the donut out, and it's working. All right, now one thing that happened is, if you notice, the donut didn't say anything. So maybe we'll say first. Say you have the power of donut, press spacebar to fire donut first. Let's try that. And let's just do 2 seconds to make it a little faster. Game start. And boom. Whoa, that was not even fair. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Game start. I need to run right at the beginning. Run. Okay. It's pressing spacebar. Nothing's happening. Can't get anything done. I go and touch the donut. You have donut. Okay. And now it works. Awesome. Cool. So now in this way, we can add other things, other items to this game. Like if I want to add something else, let's add a new turtle sprite, go to costumes. Maybe there's pizza and I can pizza is the second weapon I get. Or it's a basketball or something. Let's see if there even is there pizza in this game? I hope there's pizza in this game. There isn't pizza. Oh my god. All right. Let's say muffin. Muffin's the second weapon. Cool. So muffin's the second weapon. We'll make muffin, just as an example, we'll make muffin hide in the beginning. And see, when enemy 1 dies, broadcast enemy 1 over. So that's when enemy 2 shows up. We'll make this muffin appear when I receive enemy 1 over. Then we'll do show. I think we'll set size to 50%. It'll be a big muffin, and we'll go to, where will the muffin show up? The muffin will show up at maybe the same spot, -100, 100. And then we want some of the same code. Forever if touching player 1. Okay, so we'll duplicate this code and put this on the muffin code. And forever if touching player 1, you have the power of muffin. And we'll do press, let's think of a different key to fire out the muffin. Instead of spacebar, we'll do press A to fire a muffin. Okay? And then we'll add muffin to items, okay? And we'll place this here. Or let's place it here. Yeah. I think this will work better. Add muffin to items. Then we should have muffin in the items. So now as player 1, if we can make this now, whoops, if A key is pressed, if items contains muffin, we'll broadcast a new message which is going to shoot the muffin out. How about fire muffin? Because that makes more sense. Broadcast fire muffin. We'll put that inside the conditionals. Make sure you don't nest your conditionals inside other conditionals. These are all independent conditionals. And then we can make another sprite that's the actual muffin projectile that we shoot out. Let's make a new one, and we'll give it a costume. Give it a muffin costume, and we'll give it the same code that Fireball has, so that when we press the A key, we can now shoot a muffin out. And that's the way we'll destroy the second enemy. This is an example of incorporating items into lists. So that's a starter. That'll get you started on this. Try and get that far, and we'll have a second version of the video shortly.